What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry about there hasn't been any lives. It's just my laptop has been in for repairs, so I've been using my other one. But now that I've got it back, there will be lives again. Just wanted to do a quick update on the market. It won't be super long. I just want to speak about some coins I'm looking at for the day. I want to speak about the altcoin market and then also Bitcoin, looking at potential leverage levels that price may potentially bounce from today or potentially get rejected from today. So let's get straight into it. So the first things first, I want to look at TAL for the day because it's up almost 13% on the day. Asta's looking quite good as well, up almost 10%, which is actually just pumped right now because this is up 7.8% just now. And then I want to speak about a few other tokens, even like Litecoin. Potentially we're going to get that move. So I want to speak about, are we going to continue coming down, or are we going to get that move higher, right? So it's going to be an interesting video. Personally, like just from the Telegram group side of things, I am potentially looking at sell sides, potentially more than upside, right? Because if we do look at the accumulated leverage, you can see that there's a lot of long liquidations sitting over here, right? Almost 1 billion sitting at around about 111,687. Okay, and then also to the upside, we have short liquidation sitting at 113,900. So there's quite a small range where there's a lot of leverage liquidations. So it's going to be quite an interesting day, and there might be a flush of these two levels today. So it will be interesting to see what's going to happen today. But it's been super hard market to trade. I'll be honest with you. Like even just getting scalps on the market have been super hard. So let's get straight into it. Okay, let's get straight into it. So basically, if we look at, let's have a look at Bitcoin here. Okay. So if we look at Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame, because basically these levels that I've just got on the charts over here are just the weekly levels. So if we had a look at the weekly, it's basically just your weekly, your daily level. So if we look, that's your previous week's high, your previous week low, and then we have we have previous week's open and then previous week's close. Okay, so that's pretty much all we need for the day. We do know that there's over 100 sitting at this level here, right? So 111,600, that was the level, right? Let's go back to check. Let's have a look. It was 111,600. Okay, so 111,600 is that level. So just want to put it on the chart here quickly, just so we know exactly where it is. You see, we still can potentially come down there, right? We haven't even tapped it just yet for the day, right? So it's around about this level from yesterday. Okay, so this is going to be the zone. We do have this bullish fair value gap sitting over here as well. So this is something to note, right? So this is going to be the bounce zone for Bitcoin. Like Bitcoin has to bounce from the zone, otherwise we're going to retest these lows. Otherwise, I would be interested in taking shorts below, right? So essentially, what I mean by that is, because if we look at Bitcoin, if we break this level, guys, I'll be honest, if we break this level today, we could potentially just look for sells back down to the weekly reset levels, right? This is what I'll be looking at. Or, because we know that the liquidation to the upside is around about 114, right? So you're sitting at around about this level here. So it's a super tight range. So it's so hard to trade this range because it's super tiny, right? If we're looking for longs, what I'd probably look at today is, let's have a look over here. But essentially, if we just break this level here, so I just want to grab the magnet tool. If we break this level over here, we could potentially look for longs to the upside. Okay, so but the problem is it's just such a small range. You're looking at not even 1% of a move. To the downside, it's a little bit, 1.72%, so it's a little bit better. But I mean, this is what you've got for the day. I mean, there's nothing much you can trade here, right? It's been a super hard week to trade in the market, right? So that's Bitcoin. Not much else to chat about over here, but if we do break this level on the 50 minutes, you can look for sells. If we break this level on the 50 minute over here, we can look for buys back up to this level. Okay, and then we can reevaluate. We might even get a down from that zone where we can look for sells, because we know that there's a lot of liquidation sitting at that zone. Okay, so that's Bitcoin, right? Then I want to speak about Cardano. This was that trade from yesterday. If you guys are in this trade, so basically what I was saying is I wanted price to tap this level over here. We didn't actually tap it, but we got that 50-minute close, like I said, above this level here. So I am in this long over here. You know, I've been holding it since yesterday when I posted that update. So yeah, I'm expecting price potentially to go higher. I did hit the first TP level, but yeah, it's just been super rangy, right? This market's been so hard to trade in terms of even scalping, right? Because there's just not much happening. It feels like there's nothing, no one's really trading right now, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, this is the one trade that I did take yesterday, and then also I took Solana as well. Basically, I took a sell for Sol at 197, I think it was. Yeah, it was once we broke that level, and then I actually just got stopped out of break even. So I did hit TP1, and then I put my stop loss to break even, got stopped out at break even. Okay. But I am looking at for Solana, like this is my key zone for buys, right? The reason why this is also a zone for buys, because if we do bring the fixed range volume profile from pretty much this level here to the current price, and then if we actually grab this, if we move it to the left, yeah. So basically, this zone over here is going to be the value area low of this whole range. Okay. It's also there's a nice order block sitting over here, so this is going to be my potential buy zone for Solana. If we also look at the weekly time frame, if we look at the weekly, you can see that this is also the key level. Okay, so the 179, that's also the weekly reset zone. Okay, so Solana, that is the key level. Just make sure you mark it on the chart. That is where, you know, if we do get a dip to that zone, then I will be looking at some buys at that level. Okay. But you can just see it's been super hard to trade. Like yesterday, we got that sell and then, you know, hit TP twice. Just didn't get that sell off properly. You know, we came back above the point of control, and now it's kind of trading above that level. Okay, so Solana on the radar. Not really interested in buys right now. I do think we're going to see a bit of a sell off. The only reason why I'm saying that is because if we look at total 3, right? So total 3 closed bearish, right, from yesterday. So this is interesting. The reason why it's interesting is because can you see how price was holding this trend line multiple days, right? Holding this trend line, bang, got rejected yesterday, and now it's looking like we potentially can come low. So I'm watching that, right? Because we do know that Bitcoin, you know, we have some liquidations sitting at around about these levels here, right? Just below. You know, if we break this order block over here, we may come low, right? There's a potential, right? So it's all about just being patient and waiting for these levels to actually break. But yeah, for me right now, I'm just staying patient. You know, there's no point in forcing trades right now. Like even yesterday, like that Solana short and then the Cardano long. You know, it's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? It's like this move is not even that big. It's around about, it's not bad actually, 2.3%. Then this is a 6% move to the upside. So it's worth actually trading this, like these types of setups. But I mean, when you consolidating like this above your level for, you know, this was literally yesterday 11, right? So around about almost 24 hours. It's kind of just been lurking, right? It's just been trading sideways. So it's a bit of a hard trading environment right now, even for scalpers and for swings, because swings, you know, nothing's really happening in terms of if you had a trade this week, right? Because if you took a trade on Monday, it's going to be pretty much a break even, or it's going to be at like the same entry price. But even for scalps, it's been super hard, right? The one token that I do want to touch on is Tau, because let's have a look over here. Yeah, we did get a pump off that level, right? Yeah, so I was looking at this zone. Right, so let me just get a fresh chart over here. Let's get a fresh chart over here. I think this one's better because, yeah, it shows us, here we go. Yeah, and then it has that previous weekly level. Okay, so if we look at Tau, let's have a look at Tau quickly. I mean, Tau reset all the way back down to 130, which is crazy. Obviously, I don't want to speak about that dip that we had, guys, because everyone knows that it was just a bit of a manipulation, and yes, you know, we can't really do anything about it. So there's no point of us speaking about it. Obviously, it was really intense, but you know, there's just not much we can do, right? You know what I mean? We can chat about it, but there's literally nothing we can do. So obviously, Tau getting a breakout back above this level. You know what's nice? That the nice thing I like about Tau is that we are holding this previous week's high, right? So very, very strong structure here for Tau. You know, we're coming all the way back up to these $450 levels, right? So what I want to do is I just want to see if we can go down to the lower time frame to see if we can get a potential break to the upside today. We might even have to look at the 5 because the market has been so chopped. Yeah, I mean, the only way we can potentially go long here for me today is if we were to actually do something like this, right? The only way like I would potentially go long is if we can take out this level today for Tau. For the sell sides, if we were to break this low over here, then you can look for sells for Tau. But Tau locally is bullish more so than most of the coins, right? So I wouldn't really look at sells for Tau. I'd rather look at sells for other tokens because of the fact that it's looking way more bullish than a lot of other tokens, right? This is looking really strong, but if you have a look at ETH, you know, it's not looking as strong, right? But you see what I mean. So what I'd look at for Tau today is if we were to break this level here, then you can look for like a breakout trade back up to like $500, right? But you know, you could look at sells if we break that low, but I would prefer to look at other tokens. Okay, so like if we had a look at ETH, my thing with Ethereum right now is it's super chopped. I mean, look at the 1 hour time frame. Like what can you trade here? Like I don't know how you trade this for scalping. It's almost impossible to catch like these smaller moves. I mean, essentially, like I mean, you could trade the range, but it's super tough. Something to look at here is we do have this bullish fair value gap on the 1 hour time frame. So if we were to break this level here, then I would definitely look for sells back down to these lows, back down to this level here. This is something that I'd be interested in. Break below there, we look for sells, and then for bars. Yeah, for bars, I'll probably just look at this, right? We have this bullish gap over here that we got rejected. We do have multiple wicks in the zone. I would actually be interested in that if we were to break that level. You can see the 15-minute time frame. We can actually make this a bit more clearer. I would actually wait for a 15 to break above there, okay? Because we can see with that wick over there getting rejected, we have multiple rejections within the zone. So you want to draw to the wicks, from the wick to the wick, right? You could make it a little bit easier here. There we go. Okay, so I mean, for bars today, like I'd look at potential bars if we were to break this level over here. But the problem with this market is it's more of a seller's market right now. So I wouldn't really be interested in bars, only for like Tau or for like Litecoin, you know, the stronger tokens. But for Ethereum, I do think that it's very possible that we just break this low today, guys. You know, we do have to reset. You know, looking at the liquidation that we spoke about earlier, I think it's very, very possible that Ethereum can potentially actually just break this level today, okay? We can actually come down, back down to these levels, okay? So I'll be looking at something like that on the 50-minute time frame. We'll see what happens, but my main focus today is actually Bitcoin to see if we can potentially get like a sell off this level here, okay? So that's kind of my update today. It's a very, very choppy market right now, guys. So like trading this market is super tough. Trying to get the best entry, I kind of just wait for like breakouts, rather than just, you know, trading this market. Although I did take those 2 trades yesterday, the Solana and the Cardano one. I did post those ones with you guys as well. It was very, you know, we were still holding. The Solana got stopped out at break even after hitting TP1, and then, you know, Cardano hit TP1, and I'm still in that one. It's just super tricky right now. So just stay safe out there, guys, and always make sure to use stop losses, because I know a lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys got rinsed from this dump over here, but I think a lot of people lost a lot of money. You know, a lot of traders were actually, you know, a lot of traders lost a lot of money. I was lucky in a way. I didn't really have any positions open. I just had spots, which obviously got cooked, but you know, spots is what it is. But for leveraged, I don't really trade higher time frames that much. I don't really hold trades for that long. But yeah, I do feel sorry for like the people that got rinsed. So if that was you, I apologize. Well, it's not my fault, but you know, in terms of, you know, it's not a nice feeling. That's happened to me before, like when I didn't put my stop loss and there was a massive dump. You know, it's happened to most people. Okay, so just make sure you are protecting your capital at all times. And yeah, this is what I'll look at today. There's not much else, guys. There's literally not much else happening in the market. I will be posting some updates But I mean, it's if I were to go through all these tokens right now, we'll probably just get super bored, because the thing is, there's nothing really like happening. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everything's just going sideways. It's like so boring to trade this market. I don't even know like how to trade this market, because it's just literally just consolidating. But it's not even like this is super chopped as well. It's not like you can take longs from these lows, because you know there's so many different levels as well. Okay, so it's just about being patient. Yeah, uni also. So uni is interesting, because you know we spoke about yesterday. Uni, I was looking for sells if we broke that level. You know, we did get a close, but we closed back above that level, so it's not valid. And now we closed back above this level. So, you know, you could have taken a long from this zone, potentially looking at highs over here as well. So kind of just have to trade the lower time frames, like the 15 and the 5 minute, to get these entries right now. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some trades there. Right now, it's not looking too great for the market in terms of looking for trades, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I do appreciate you guys watching. If you guys did like the video, make sure you do like and subscribe to the channel. I will be going live again. Got my laptop back, so everything's good. You know what's been pumping is Asta. Remember we took those longs last, I mean, it was long ago, right? This was October 2nd. We hit TP2 and almost hit TP3, and then got absolutely smashed, right? But Asta is coming back, so just watch Asta, guys. Watch Asta. Definitely a token you don't want to miss. Because remember when Hype, this is similar to with Hype, right? Where we had that huge dump on Hype, and then everyone was like, oh, Hype's not going to do anything, and everyone bought the lows, and it absolutely ripped it, right? So this is what I would probably wait for. Yeah, let's have a look at the 1 hour. Asta is definitely on my radar, I'll be honest with you. Yeah, have a look at this. If we can break this level here, this would be so good. But you can see how it's just like all about being patient. You don't want to take these trades right now, right? You want to just wait for the market. But if Asta can break above this level over here at 1.588, then I'll be looking at longs. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at for the day. Hopefully we do get a trade today, but yeah, it's not looking like we will in terms of like the structure. Just focusing on Bitcoin right now and Ethereum to see if we can potentially break out here, but it's kind of just going sideways. But I appreciate everyone for being here. Thanks so much, and I'll see you guys in the group.